This podcast may contain strong language and spoilers. Some of the movies recommended and discussed are not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Yes, we're very professional.
We try to be.
We're professional adults.
Yeah, we know what the fuck we're... Fruit Loop. I'm sorry.
We've already started off, and she's
No,
already
I'm
swearing.
sorry. I'm sorry. First cuss word of the evening. We need we need a bell. We need a sound alarm. I'm sorry, guys. That's
At least
the
we're
one
not.
word.
Yeah, at least this time we're not 7 words in, and she's like, first cuss word.
I didn't mean to, Adri.
So hello.
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 Yeah. All right.
Hi, everybody. Sorry for my language.
Yeah, we're sorry that Olivia's off to such a radical start.
You couldn't see that, but I just did an eyebrow wiggle.
You just made your eyes really big. She tried to do an eyebrow
I can't
wiggle.
do eyebrow wiggles.
She's just like, my eyebrows are wiggling. They're just stagnant.
I can't help it.
I'm so glad we're not doing video.
Oh, God.
Oh, all right. Well, hello.
Hi.
Oh, Katana
Katana.
says hi.
There's a special boy that wants to say hello to.
Aw.
Aw.
He's a good
Sweet
boy.
Baby. He's so cute.
Come here.
He's so hefty.
What's wrong with you?
Is real.
All right. So, hi, everybody. It's first episode time.
First episode.
I'm your host. I'm Adri. This is my podcast. With me today, I have my 2 co-hosts.
Hi.
I have Olivia. Ooh,
Ooh,
and
Katano's-
Katano.
He's a special guest, and he's super excited.
You being a spicy boy today.
Aw.
We have Jhenee on the phone. That's her dog that you're hearing.
What up, guys?
Yeah, Jeannie's here.
He needs attention. He's a very needy boy, guys.
He's a lot
Aw.
like Grayson.
He's a good boy, though.
Oh.
All right, so
So.
yeah, my 2 co-hosts are here.
I will be here a
It's-
lot because I live here.
Yeah, Olivia lives here with me. Jeannie lives too far away to be physically here, but
Very
she's
sad.
here in
Tragic.
phone spirit.
In spirit.
Yes. But yeah, so
Welcome.
welcome. Yeah. I'm excited. It's first episode.
I'm super excited. I also just ate a handful of candy corn.
Oh yeah, you did have candy.
So I'm going to hit a sugar rush soon.
She's also making biscuits.
Biscuits! Making biscuits. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, we're not. We already started off on such a bad hand. You're just going at it.
This is what happens when you give me free reign.
God. All right, so if you hear like a clash or a clamor, that's me reeling Olivia in. She's being sedated.
I'll try to behave.
All right, so I guess we'll do some. This is our podcast, my podcast. It's Mother Knows Best.
What beautifully titled.
Yeah, Jeannie named it for me, because I'm Cactus Mom.
She's my cactus mama and my bae.
Yeah, Jeannie's my bae.
Rude. Rude.
Olivia's my house husband.
I'm the lowly house husband. That's all
I'm
do.
your housewife. Sneaking around with Jack Skellington.
Yeah. Well, he looks more like Victor from Corpse Bride than he does Jack.
Jack
Okay, Audrey. Audrey's constantly shaming me for being in love with cryptid type things.
Excuse you, I love Mothman.
I know you do. You just shame me for the vampires and shit.
Vampires aren't cryptids. They're gross. Put the knife down.
Fight me.
All right, we're off to a great start. This is Mother Knows Best. I'm Adri. I'm youngish.
Young adultish. We can all drink, but we're not old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeannie's like a year younger than us, but we're all about the same. Yeah, we're all the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeannie's a professional adult.
I am. Professional trademark.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means. I don't think that means I am one then. Because I don't, or am I? I don't think I'm a professional adult.
I mean, you're more like the over-professional, the overachieving adult.
Overachieving? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
Exactly. You've already become stagnant.
Oh, right.
Got a boyfriend and a high-paying job. You drink a lot. You're a stagnant, overachieving adult.
I've hit wine mom country, but I don't have children yet.
Yeah, there's wine in the fridge.
Yeah. Came home with like 3 bottles of wine the other day.
I'm surprised you haven't drinking them all yet.
Well, I try not to drink too heavily. Also, I brought one for you. Beth?
You say you brought it for me.
Well, I don't like reds.
She'll still drink it.
I have so much alcohol that I have to get through first,
I know. That you have to get through first. All right. I'm sure we'll eventually do a drunk podcast, but today is not that day.
Are you sure?
We are all very sober. I'm assuming Jeannie's sober.
She's like, no, I'm not.
She's silent, so no, she's not sober.
At any given moment, I can't be sure anymore.
Oh, she can't be sure. Olivia's...
I can't guarantee that at any given moment I am actually sober.
That's fair. That's how Olivia is, too. That you
What?
can't guarantee at any moment that she's actually sober.
You'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time you just seem like you're high.
Well,
Ooh, goodness.
bless you, Liz.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Jeannie has a dog. That's probably what you guys were hearing earlier. Kitano.
He's beautiful.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boofer.
He's got big ears.
Oh.
He's a good boy,
He's
though.
got big satellite ears.
Yeah.
He's half German Shepherd, which is actually, I've always wanted German Shepherds since I was a kid, so it works out. Half German Shepherd and half Black Lab. And he still has he's really big, but he still has a lot of growing to do, apparently.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, German Shepherds do get really big. Black Labs do, too, though.
Yeah, Black Labs are more usually like broader, and German Shepherds are taller. So he's just gonna get bigger on both
He's
parts.
just gonna be a huge buff
Yeah.
goth dog.
He can already, like, if he stretches out his
scared
paws,
dog.
like stands on his hind legs, he can
I'm
already
kidding.
reach my shoulders.
Oh my god. Well, I mean...
Considering how tall you are,
See, I wasn't gonna say it.
I know, which is why I said it.
I
Just-
am exactly 3 feet and 7 inches.
Jeannie's 5 foot, you guys. Don't shame her. She's a professional adult. She knows what she's doing.
Exactly 5 feet.
Exactly 5
But
feet.
I feel like I've pretty much been the same since middle school.
I mean, I have too. I reached 5'6" and that was it. Olivia's the tallest one here.
5'9".
Actually, okay, I'll give you. To give you some perspective, I can still fit into like majority of my clothes that I wore in like 5th grade.
Oh, I couldn't even fit into my jeans this evening.
Well.
They were short too. They were shorter than they usually are. I think they just shrunk though. I don't think it has anything to do with me growing.
I mean, they've been sitting in your closet for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I haven't worn jeans in a long time.
All right, so we introduced Kitano. Olivia and I, my boys, I have 2 cats.
babies.
There's Luke Skywalker.
Luke.
He's a good boy. He's very polite, so you probably won't hear him. You'll hear us yelling at him because he gets into things sometimes.
But he's not. He doesn't make a lot of noise.
Yeah, you'll hear Grayson more often because Grayson actually screams. He's a snowshoe, which I'm sure you guys know what Grumpy Cat is. That's what he looks like, but he's not. His face is...
His face isn't smushed.
Yeah, it's not as squishy looking. He's got a cute little face.
Oh.
He's sleeping right now though, so he probably won't get up and start screaming.
Hopefully he'll sleep throughout the podcast.
All right, so is that all you're making is biscuits?
I'm making biscuits and grilled chicken.
Oh, okay. I was like, why does it smell like chili?
I don't know why it smells like chili. It shouldn't smell like chili.
It smells like chili.
Oh well.
Olivia's just making chili, you guys.
I don't eat chili,
I
Audrey.
know. That's why I'm confused. Okay.
All right.
So, everybody's here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are we doing introduction? Like, are we giving little tidbits? Are we... How would you like to start this?
All right, Olivia, do a tidbit.
A tidbit. Oh, shit. I don't have anything interesting.
Well, then why did you ask?
I thought you were going to.
You don't even know.
I thought you were going to. I'm sorry. Fun fact. I don't have any. I'm a bartender. And
I have no fun facts.
like, about myself, I do blues dancing. I mean, that's not really even fun, though. That's just a thing that I
Okay,
do.
all right, all right, since this is a movie podcast, I'll quick fire, and y'all have to answer really fast. You can't be slow.
Oh, Jesus. Prepare yourself, Jhenee.
I didn't study.
She didn't study, you guys.
Me either. Don't worry.
All right, I can't even quick fire.
Uh-huh.
All right, Olivia, favorite actor.
Chris Evans.
Jhenee, favorite actor.
Favorite actor? Chris Evans.
Fight.
I'm ready.
Olivia's got her knife. Quick, get something sharp.
I'm so weird. I got a pencil.
There we go.
Okay.
John Wick
What is
killed
a
like
pencil?
5 people with a pencil.
Oh, Jesus. I can definitely get to her before she gets to me, though.
What do
She's
you
small.
mean?
She's small. I can.
Yeah,
my
she's
arms.
speedy.
I can,
Oh, she is
I
speedy.
can take the fuck out of your shit.
Yeah, there we go.
If you can reach them,
Just gnaw her legs off.
that would be no bueno. Don't do that. Oh wait, no, I could get robot legs.
Then I can steal your robot legs and you'll be useless to the world. We're doing this bit again. I've already talked about stealing her legs.
That's okay. I still want robot legs. I will forever want robot legs.
She thinks she's just gonna get them. That's how it works. But no, we live in a capitalist society.
I know, it's sucky.
The best you're gonna get is a peg leg.
My parents have money. I will get more than a peg leg, thank you.
So we get a peg leg with a foot.
Yeah. But still, more than a peg leg. So, ha! Joke's on you, Audrey.
Joke's on you, you'd have a peg leg with a foot.
I could be a pirate.
Only with a peg leg. Pirates don't have peg legs with feet.
Oh, well. Compromises.
Alright, so you both like Chris Evans, which is gonna make this weird whenever we talk about Chris Evans, because it'll just be Battle Royale.
Or we can just love and appreciate
No.
him together.
I'm pretty sure the last time I talked to you about this, you were like, I love him more.
I do love him more.
Alright. Chill.
Listen.
Yeah, like, how are you gonna be like that?
Sorry.
Reel it in.
What's
It's
your
alright.
favorite actor, Audrey?
I have no... We're not talking about mine. Don't look at me. I mean, currently I really like Adam Driver. I don't know if I have, like, a favorite that's been long-term, though. I mean, like, there are others that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright, that's fair. Harrison Ford is really nice. Which is weird, because he's always been older, so... he's the dad actor. No kink shaming. Don't! I'm not into that. Okay.
Alrighty.
So yeah, Olivia's a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was. Right now, she's a snitch.
I'm not a snitch. That's not what I do for a living. I basically just do secretarial work.
She's an accountant, but she told me she's gonna go to museums and snitch.
I'm not. That's not what I'm doing either, Audrey. My job is I work for a nonprofit, and we give grants to museums and schools and stuff. I'm doing good things, not just a snitch. And I'm supposed to go tour the places that we give grants to and see where they're using the money, if they have exhibits that they're opening that they need more money for, like that kind of stuff. You know better, Audrey. Call me out.
Snitches get stitches.
So rude.
Alright. Jhenee, what do you do?
Jhenee is I'm a student pretty much.
Yeah.
A student / parasite pretty much, since I just stay at home all the time.
Well, you're Filipino, so it's common for young adults to still be at home.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah.
Just like stay with your parents, like because I feel like by
Yeah, because,
America.
yeah. And, like, I think, yeah. But that's, like, I don't know. That's such a white thing, because...
What's a white thing?
By 18, kicking the kids out. I mean, I'm sure other people of color, like, they do that, but most, like, yeah, that I meet, it's, like, the families are...
It's
Like,
not, it's
yeah.
more like US centric, because like in Europe and everything, people stay with their families very long.
It depends.
I know particularly in England and France, they have like 1 to 2 years where the kids like go out and do stuff, but they stay at home before they go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, they can afford to do that, though.
Oh.
We're talking more, like, when you get to college age and, like, you're going to school. But, yeah. But Jhenee studies... You're doing animation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeannie's an animation student. She's gonna make the anime.
The
I'm
anime.
going to make the animus.
The anime. The ultimate. She's basically just gonna remake Naruto.
She wants to fix what was wrong with it. She'll try.
Excuse you, nothing was
Are you sure, Adri? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Kakashi was fine.
I'm working to be an animator, not a miracle worker, Audrey.
Alright, that's fair. Well, I mean, mostly what she'll do is just make a bunch of Sasuke animations.
I didn't come here to be shamed.
What did you come here for?
Poor thing.
Exactly.
I came to be opinionated and be salty.
Alright, that's fair. You can be as salty as you want. I mean, you already are. You haven't reached 100% yet.
Salt levels low.
I am not yet past 9,000.
Yeah.
And Audrey delivers us pancakes. That's her job.
I'm a pancake deliverer.
Yes.
I work at
That's
a
what
pancake house.
She brings me pancakes all the time. She is a pancake deliverer.
You don't eat them, though, so I stopped bringing you
I
pancakes.
do eat them.
No, sometimes you're just like, oh, I didn't know those were mine, and they're already bad, so I just throw them away.
Well, that's because I'm trying not to eat yours. But I do eat them sometimes.
Olivia, I
Especially
don't eat the
ones.
blueberry. Yeah, I don't eat the blueberry pancakes.
Oh.
Anyway, I work at a pancake house. It's awful. It's 24/7, and we're right in front of a Walmart.
Is no bueno.
Yeah.
And it's right by a college, so...
Well, we're not right by... No, the other one's right by the college.
Yeah, but that one's not 24/7.
Not
y'all get
anymore. It is on the weekends.
Oh.
But, yeah. I mean, they have, like, bars and stuff by the college. I don't know why anyone comes to us. We're, like, right
Or
off
the
the freeway.
pancakes.
Shush. We're right
Don't
off
you
the
get a lot of
freeway.
old people, though?
What?
Don't you get a lot of old people, though?
Yeah, well, that's because that's the city that we live in. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
only
lot of
old
old people.
And a lot of pancake houses.
Yeah. Pancake houses and seafood.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty much all there is around.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, like, the 1 or 2 local restaurants that are actually, like, have been there for years and years, and they're really good.
Mm-hmm. They're bueno.
I mean, Olivia doesn't eat at them, because she doesn't eat pizza. Because she's a
Pizza's
heathen.
And
Put the knife down.
this podcast is over.
You heard it here first. Last podcast ever.
I'm tired of being attacked.
Then what did you come here for?
To talk about evil dolls.
That's true. All right, so I guess we're just jumping right in because Olivia's like... Olivia
what I'm
likes
here
to
for.
rush me as well.
You asked me what I came here for.
You didn't come here to talk about dolls. You don't even like dolls.
True. Dolls are creepy and gross.
You're just still salty that I gave Jhenee special treatment.
And
She lives further away. I can't show her the notebook. Alright, so... Yeah. All our introductions out the way. We're about 20 minutes in now, so... Good bantering.
nice job, guys. A+ banter work.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're starting this one. I started with this movie because it's the only one that all three of us have actually seen in theaters recently.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jhenee doesn't really go to the movies that often. I mean, you're more of a homebody though.
Yeah, well, really the only reason that I'm going to get out to go to a movie is if it's a horror movie that my mom wants to see, or if it's a Marvel movie.
Right.
Pretty much.
Which is fair, you know. Sorry, Olivia keeps getting up to check her biscuits.
They're bread. You have to watch them.
Well,
Somehow
you burn
they're
everything
so
anyway.
hot.
Once you hear it, once you smell it smoking, you'll be fine.
I don't want my biscuits burnt.
You eat everything burnt.
Yeah, but bread is delicate.
Oh my god.
Olivia doesn't eat her food unless there's like a heavy layer of charcoal on top of it.
I like
Oh my god.
well-cooked meat, Audrey.
It's not just meat, it's
And
everything.
French fries. Crunchy French fries are really good. I will eat the mushy ones too, but I like the crunchy ones more.
Mm.
Sorry. for the
Anyway.
rant about my food.
Alright, so today we are doing Annabelle Creation.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure you guys have been seeing the previews for it. It's still in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
It was released August 11th of this year. It's directed by David F. Sandberg. He did Lights Out. I think that was 2015.
I believe so.
Yeah. Which I never saw that. Olivia saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Jhenee saw it.
I wish I saw it, actually. It looked really good.
Oh, yeah. Olivia, I mean, you had said you didn't really like it.
I didn't like it, but there were things about it that I did like. I didn't particularly like the way the actress portrayed everything, and I feel like it's been a while.
Oh,
But-
I know what it was. It was one of those things where it did that horror trope where the mental patient is the most unsettled one, and
Yes,
she's
that's
the
why
villain.
I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
Um,
And then at the end, it was...
well, don't spoil the ending.
sorry.
Like, let
Never-
these people go out and watch it. But yeah, Lights Out. It came out about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Annabelle Creation is it's a prequel to Annabelle. That came out in the first Annabelle came out in 2014. It was directed by John R. Leonetti, who apparently has done nothing else productive with his life.
Damn, Audrey. Coming straight for him. Straight for that guy's life.
I mean, otherwise I would have written something down, but like his IMDb was blank except for Annabelle, pretty much.
Huh, I wonder why.
He's a ghost.
Annabelle got to him, apparently.
Or crap, what's his name that does the all the latex demon things?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Belushi, or it's not Belushi.
I was about to say Steve
It's
Buscemi.
It's not Steve
No,
Buscemi.
it's not. But you said Belushi, and I was going to go Buscemi. I know that's not right, guys.
Apparently Steve Buscemi is the latex demon in all these movies. It's Joe something. It starts with a B. I want to say Biden? No, that's not right.
No.
Don't laugh at me. Alright, so anyway, yeah, Annabelle Creation was a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
It was good, actually.
I liked it.
I was surprised.
I enjoyed it, actually.
Yeah, Jhenee even liked it, which is a lot for her.
Which is rare.
Shocking. It's shocking for a horror movie, really.
I mean, Jhenee typically likes shitty horror movies, so...
Wow!
I'm sorry, because we were talking last night about shitty horror movies you like, and you just named one that I was so caught off guard for that I, had to...
Ooh, do tell. What was it?
No, we'll talk about it later.
I want to know.
I'll tell you later.
Fine.
That'll be a later podcast, I
Oh,
promise.
Okay.
You'll find out all the Jhenee information.
So I can be further shamed in the future.
I mean, Olivia's going to be heavily shamed as well. Don't worry.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the
Okay.
only one, right? Jhenee doesn't like rom-coms that much, does she?
No, Jhenee doesn't deal with hetero nonsense.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm going to be shamed. Because I'll watch pretty much anything.
White hetero nonsense, excuse me.
I don't just watch that. I'll watch whatever you put in front of me.
That's true. That's why you like so many shitty movies. All right, I'm not going to go off on a tangent about the one movie that's making me mad, but okay. Don't even look at me. All right. Annabelle Creation.
It was good. It was bueno.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, what did everyone think?
Who do you want to start with?
I'll say, who wants to go first?
Jhenee, would you like to go first?
Sure. Just like a general, like, why I enjoyed it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, it did kind of have the, like, typical, horror movie feel, like, certain things that, like, just bothered me, but I liked the dynamic in the house, I guess. I liked, especially with the two sisters. I haven't really, the issue I had is, like, I'm sure there are a bunch of references, like, throughout the movie I probably would have enjoyed had I picked up on, had I actually, like, seen the other,
Movies.
like, the other two Conjuring movies, probably. And the first Annabelle.
All right. Was this the only one that you've seen in, like, that series? I mean, fully anyway. I know you've watched bits and pieces of them.
The only older one I've seen is, like, the first Conjuring. Like, Foley is the first Conjuring.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, then you missed quite a few Easter eggs.
Yeah.
We'll talk about my favorite Easter egg later, but yeah, okay. So, yeah, Jhenee liked it, which is, yeah, it is impressive for Jhenee to come from a movie like that and say that she liked it. Because most are very tropey, and you don't like, you, kind of like me, you really get upset with, when the graphics are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was getting into it, because typically I don't really understand, or I guess, like, dolls just don't really creep me out in general, because I'm like, you can just, like, pick it up and stomp on it. Why are you scared? But, like, it was actually kind of getting to me, like, the one, where, how do I put this? The one where she's in
The room?
the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, where she's like, he's like, oh, don't go in there. Like, that was getting to me, but, yeah, like, it was kind of, I would say that I felt like the graphics kind of, tripped over the momentum it had going for me.
Mm.
Well, actually, for these movies, they really, could you actually look up his name?
Yeah.
Just look up Annabelle Conjuring, or Insidious, because he'll come up right away. He's the lipstick demon. Because I want to say his name, because he does a great job with all these movies, and it's actually not even that he's graphically put in there. Nice, thank you.
Excuse me. It does stick up. Okay, it's good to know.
Where is he? Joseph Bashar.
Joseph Bashara, that's who it is. He does all the music for these movies, and he also does the demons. And it's
the spooky guys.
They're latex suits. It's not graphics that he does. Which is probably why it kind of, you expect it to be graphic, which I understood why you thought, like, the graphics were only so. Because they were, like, it was, like, shiny latex. It wasn't actually, like, a graphic. I'm sure, like, parts of him were, like, kind of graphically put in there or, like, hidden. But, yeah, he just runs around in these latex suits.
He
that's
really
his
enjoys
jam.
it.
He enjoys it so much. Like, you remember Insidious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red and black demon thing. That's Joseph Bashara.
Oh.
He he does all these latex guys.
He just really likes being a monster. He digs it.
And writing music, apparently.
I'm so glad he's living his dream.
Kind of like the guy who is playing all the Abe Foreman and the fish people.
Jesus.
All right, so we'll go to Olivia next, and you could talk about what you thought of the movie.
Oh, I actually love the whole series.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan of horror movies. Like, horror is probably my favorite genre. I love the shitty ones. I love to laugh at them. Not because I think they're actually good, but I like pretty much all of them. Conjuring, I really like the story of the Conjuring and Annabelle storyline. I really like I like being able to follow a family, and I also really like seeing the beginnings of things. So Annabelle Creation, I was super pumped about. I also think it did better than its predecessors.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
No, I meant like
yeah.
as a whole. I liked it more than I think most of them. Actually, I think Conjuring 1 is my favorite, and then Annabelle Creation.
Yeah, I won't get into that just yet, because
Yeah.
it is a question for later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, out of I guess the four, I'll say the two Conjurings and the two Annabelles. The Conjuring's still my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, however, that I'm very impressed that Annabelle Creation stepped it up, because the second Conjuring I did not like at all.
Right.
I mean, it was it was good for what it was, but yeah.
It was okay. I mean, it's probably my least favorite out of the series.
I don't want to, because it's a question for later, but yeah, okay.
I really like Creation, though.
Yeah, Olivia liked it. I liked it, too. I mean, I can't, I don't want to go off on a tangent just because everybody else kind of named things of why I liked it.
It was different than the other ones in the setting and everything. Like, it didn't follow the same family that it has been following, And it was a prequel.
Well, I mean, neither did Annabelle.
Yeah, but Annabelle still had, like,
and
everything. This one was fresh.
Well, no, because Annabelle didn't follow
It
the
didn't?
same family at all, no.
No. What am I thinking of? Never mind. Go on. Continue.
I mean, each movie has a different family.
Mm-hmm.
It's, The Conjuring just focuses on, Ed and Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking Lorraine made an appearance in Annabelle.
Mm-mm.
Anywhu. Movies
I think
blur.
they like briefly at the beginning, they do that same scene that they did at the beginning of The Conjuring, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Alright, so.
Is bueno.
Alright, now we're going to get into comparing it to the first Annabelle, which Jhenee hasn't seen, but, and like, okay, also with Annabelle Creation, as we talk about it, we're going to try really hard because it's in theaters still that we're not going to spoil anything.
Okay.
We're going to try our best anyway.
I'll try.
Because sometimes I'll get a little carried away, but, yeah, so Jhenee, like, anything with the ending, or, like, specific things that happen, just try to reel it in.
Okay.
Because you haven't seen the first Annabelle, so I'll explain the ending to you when we're off air.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was, like, the ending itself was so cool.
Oh, I loved it.
It's a huge Easter egg for if you've seen the first Annabelle.
Was
The ending for this one?
Yeah, for Creation. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll tell you about that later. Okay, so compared to the first Annabelle, I'm going to start because I have
a lot of opinions.
I have a huge opinion with this. And it's also that it keeps bothering me with the Annabelle movies. Not specifically anything wrong with them. I really, really wanted them to do the story with the girls in the apartment. And they haven't done that yet. Because I think that's what I was expecting when I watched the first Annabelle. And we got the thing with the baby. Which was fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's also that, like, it was almost like that was a prequel to The Conjuring, and then now this is a prequel to Annabelle. And I'm just like, just give me the Annabelle story I deserve. But I liked Creation more than the first one, actually. The first one, if you ever do see it, Jhenee, it is... I don't think it ever really was scary to me. I mean, there's one scene, like, with Joseph Bashara, where he's the Annabelle demon in that one as well, where he's creeping along, and it's pretty, it's spooky, but
It's spooky.
most of the only, like, tense scenes have to do with, because there's a baby in Annabelle, like a baby.
Oh.
But that's the only part that's like really on edge is dealing, because you don't want anything to happen to the baby.
The elevator scene unsettled me, but other than that,
Well, yeah, that's the demon scene, but
was no bueno. I mean, kudos to him for being able to do that, and
in his latex.
yeah, and all of his monster.
But yeah, I definitely liked Creation more. Olivia has her biscuits now, so she's...
My biscuits! I'm waiting for them to cool.
Do you need the honey as well?
Oh shit, you right.
God.
Stop! Stupid.
Calm down, Jesus. Shouted into the microphone.
I didn't mean to.
Alright, so... Because, I mean, I think Olivia kind of had the same opinion that she liked this one more.
I like this
So
one a lot
I'm gonna...
more.
Yeah, we're gonna move on, because she's gonna ramble. She needs to eat her biscuits. Alright. So, I'll start with Jhenee again, because she's got her honey. Jhenee, did you have, like, a favorite character for Annabelle Creation?
A favorite character? Probably the sisters, honestly. The one that did get possessed. Okay, is that spoiler?
The best friend.
No, you're good. Okay, so the two girls that wanted to be sisters.
Briefly.
Yeah, Linda and
I guess,
Janice.
like the line that caught me was when they're like, oh gosh, I can't remember. When you see them in the beginning in the car, when they're like, we're not going to be split up no matter what. We're always going to be together, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That caught my attention because I was like, oh, there's some shit's going to go down.
And it did. Holy crap.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay, so you liked Linda and you liked Janice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a thing with nuns, but I liked Sister Charlotte, I think. Because she had really good intentions, and she wasn't ever, like, once shit started going down and, like, we get to the point where all this stuff is happening, she never at any point is like, there's no way this is happening.
Yeah.
Like, she just rolls with it. She's just like, all right, time to get my kids.
Yeah. She was that bitch.
Alright, so Olivia, did you have a favorite character?
Yes. Sorry. Get all scooched up and comfortable. Hello.
Calm down.
I get really excited over food, guys. I'm sorry. My favorite characters, I really liked... Janice wasn't the one to get possessed. The other one was. Right, Linda?
Linda, yeah.
I really like Linda, even though she was stupid.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. And I really liked the mom. Who was also stupid. But I liked her character. I like that,
Okay, Annabelle's mom, yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything, though.
Okay, so I will say with this, the story here is that, because we didn't do that, oh my god, we're just jumping into this, I haven't even told everybody what the story here for this is. It's a house, it's a farmhouse in, like, the middle of nowhere, and the dad, like, makes dolls.
He's
that's
a toy
where,
maker.
yeah. No, it was specifically dolls.
I know.
So he made, like, the Annabelle doll series, like, because she was part of a series, the original doll was.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, so he and his wife, and then they had a little girl, and her name was also Annabelle. And she died. She was little. It was an accident. It was really awful.
Yeah.
And it's like, what did they say, like, 8 years later or something like that? Like, 10 years later? Basically, like...
I think 12, something like that.
Yeah, they opened their house to allow, an orphanage, these orphan girls to come and live at the house, as, like, their base of operations. Basically, like, kind of how, like, foster homes are.
They were trying to be nice.
Yeah.
They just wanted to help.
So, yeah, they had Sister Charlotte with them, and then the mom, like, had an accident. You hear about, she's bedridden. She doesn't wander about the house.
There are a lot of rumors about her.
Yeah. Won't get into that, because that's, yeah.
Spoilers.
But, basically, hey Grayson.
He's awoken.
Yeah, so these girls move into this house.
They're my biscuits.
And it gets to the point where there's one girl who, I think that was something I liked that they did, was that Linda, she, something with her, I think they said it was polio, that her legs, they were in braces.
She was
so she was a little immobile. Well, she wasn't in a wheelchair at first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she was just in braces. Yeah, so didn't have the best movement.
If you catch our drift.
Which, that makes it a little more tense, which I liked that they did that. So, yeah, and these are young girls. I mean, there are 2 older ones, but most of them are, they're youngish.
I don't think the 2 older ones are older than 16.
Yeah. I mean, they're all under 18 or else they wouldn't be there. But yeah, so they all live with, And, Linda, she's the one in the brace. She's the one who discovers the doll. I mean, it sort of lures her. But yeah, she's the one who finds Annabelle, and that's when all the shit starts going down. Yeah.
All hell breaks loose. Because she couldn't mind her own business.
Listen, we'll get into that. But, alright, so I'll start with Jhenee again, because Olivia's still snacking. Jhenee, did you have a specific, favorite scene?
I mean, if anything, it would probably be either the one where she goes into the room for the first time, or when she's on the little device on the stairs.
Oh, when she's trying to get away.
I think that's part of the same thing, but where she's in the thing and then she gets yanked up to the ceiling, which I laughed during that part.
Well, yeah, everybody in our theater did too. And well, yeah, because she, that's something that they do. What we didn't expect was her to come back. Yeah. So that's what really made that. I think they knew that too.
Yeah, they knew that they were playing into a trope with, that thing, but they changed it up a little.
Which is something I really like that they did. They knew they were playing into tropes, but they changed, they twisted the trope in a way that they did something unexpected with it, which is what made everything so startling, I think, in this film. Which is something, the original Conjuring kind of did. Because they really built up everything really well.
Yeah,
and then they kind of threw a bunch at once, and then they made it even worse. So.
It definitely gets worse.
Hi, baby. Aw. Grayson's just sitting here give me some biscuits. No. You can't, you can't come on the computer or near the mic. Alright, so I think my favorite scene actually was when she went into the room for the first time. Because just the way that they did that whole scene, that was I think my literal favorite effect that they did. When she threw the sheet over Annabelle and then turned away and then it got up and started walking towards her.
Yeah, I was like, oh hell no.
I was so upset.
She just kept coming.
And then it just fell away and that was it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite that they did. All right, Olivia, it's your turn. Do you have a specific favorite scene?
That one was pretty high up there, but I'm trying to think of something else that I really loved so I can give a little bit of variety. I really liked the scene, I don't know what to call it, when, I don't know, that might be a spoiler. Well, I mean, there's a doll, and everybody knows there's a doll, so at one point, between the 2 girls who want to be sisters and everything, the one who has been dealing with the doll, the one with the leg crutches and everything, when she's asleep, and the doll is right near her, and then the other one is I'm gonna save my friend, so she goes to get the doll and she tries to get rid of it. That caused a lot of tension for me because I kept expecting the doll to do something.
Alright, so I'm gonna go, since she brought that up, we're gonna skid right into the next thing about what specifically was wrong with the movie. I'm
brought
sure
that up
everyone will
for-
agree. Everybody was so stupid.
Yes, they were.
Literally,
All the girls.
even the dad and the mom, like everybody involved.
We're not being very smart about how to handle this problem.
I think the only logical person in the whole thing was Sister Charlotte, which is probably why I liked her so much.
Yeah.
And it just, everything that, like, all the scares that they did were really effective. Mm-hmm. Some of them were tropey, but they also, like, they were good still. Mm-hmm. Even though they were, like, most of them were jump scares. But there were parts that, like, when things, like, escalated, you didn't know how it was going to specifically end. Like, the sheet scene, and then the one scene where she, like, gets really, really tall.
Yeah, oh my god. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's
actually what I meant to say. The second room scene, the second bedroom scene.
That isn't even the second bedroom scene. That's the scene where the mom's talking about what happened to her.
That scene was actually my favorite, because that one actually really disturbed me.
But, like, they did everything well. They were effective. It was just all the characters were so stupid. Even, like, the initial death with the little girl, which, it's horrible to say, I know, but, like, it was so stupid the way she died.
Right?
Yeah, because, like, I won't say, but it just, like, it was obvious, like, something was coming and she shouldn't, have
been there.
I get that, trying to be helpful or whatever, but it was just, yeah.
They could have killed her off in a different way.
Yeah, and I get that they wanted the shock value.
Out there.
I know, like, but yeah, so I think, that was the biggest thing, was that everybody just
was dumb.
Because you're talking about the scene where she tries to get rid of the doll. Mm-hmm. I get that they needed a way to, like, get Sister Charlotte involved, but, like, why would she go back and check the well to see that the doll was gone?
That was dumb. There was no bueno.
Yeah. And
I just kept really expecting the doll to do something on the, like, walk to the well. And it never did,
yeah.
which that was kind of a letdown. But
no, that's kind of the point of Annabelle. She never actually does anything. Like, the doll, even in the first one, she doesn't actually physically do anything.
Yeah.
It's just the doll itself is, like, the doorway open to everything that's going on. And like, I was disappointed in a way that, it was a prequel to a prequel. But even still, like, the way they tied everything together was still good.
Oh, yes.
Which,
the ending
yeah,
was
I'm
super
sorry,
bueno.
Jeannie, that you're, like, left out on this, but yeah.
The ending is amazing.
Yeah, we'll tell you why they did so well with that. But, okay, so, because Jeannie's better at this usually. Was there anything other than the characters themselves that you didn't like that they did in the movie?
I think we said already, like, the graphics were kind of cheesy. Like, when you got a direct look at the demon, I guess.
Which, yeah, because only part of him, I think, is graphics. Like, he's actually a dude in a latex suit. So I can understand that. I have a thing for, like, monster movie makeup, though. I like when they actually have a person there, and it's not, just some guy in a green suit who's just acting it out.
Yeah. I think, like, the only other thing I can think of is, I think near the middle of the movie, when the younger sister, she's like on her bed, like being chased by the demon or something.
Yes.
And then she goes to sleep.
Yeah,
yes.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody in the theater was like, "What the hell?"
I'm sorry. There is an evil demon that's, like, literally right under you. I don't know how she was able to fall asleep.
I know.
I thought that was funny.
It was. That's one of the other things of why, the characters themselves, they're really dumb. In a way I could understand because, they're supposed to be little kids, but they're old enough, that at some point, you know, this girl would have gone to an adult and been like, listen, there is something in my bed.
There's some shit going down here.
There is a man in a latex suit. You need to get rid of him.
Jesus.
Hi, Grayson.
Hot. Ooh.
But, actually, I will say, when Olivia and I went and saw this, we were a full theater. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like, almost all the seats were filled. And I was actually sitting next to 3 black girls. And they made it a much more enjoyable experience. Because, like, everything that happened, they were like, oh, lordy. I was like, Jesus.
They were.
Or, like, when the demon, like, kind of showed up, the one girl goes, look, girl, it's Satan. I was like, oh.
It was enjoyable commentary.
Or, like, yeah, her falling asleep in the bed. Everybody was like, Satan's sleeping underneath you and you fall asleep. That was actually another scene that, like, the first part of that scene was another one they executed well, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it was
yeah,
really
when she
bothersome.
shot the ball out and, like, something grabbed it, and then it, like, slowly got her taller and taller.
I'm like, no.
No. The doll shouldn't be that tall.
Or on the ceiling.
Yeah, so, I mean, that was the biggest thing I think that was wrong with the whole movie was the characters themselves and, like, the situations that... I mean, the only time, like... I wouldn't say Janice at all redeemed herself with this, but when she was in the pool boy, or, yeah, the little elevator cubby thing, when she,
For
like,
laundry.
yeah. It's not for laundry, it's
it a garbage
it's for
thing?
food. You send food up to the
Oh.
rooms.
Oh, that's right. Laundry is shoots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the little pulley thing, when she's in that and, like, the demon starts trying to get at her and she, like,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, she climbs out. That's the only time that she was actually smart.
Yeah. And I mean, I will give her that she was always trying to help her friend. And, like, she did try
Yeah.
to do certain things. They just weren't smart things to do.
Yeah. The one scene that you complain about a lot, the scene with the car when they're, like, when they get out of the car, like, well... I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, the car isn't starting, you would get out and you'd try to run somewhere else. Like, yeah, I mean, being stuck in the
just kinda,
car,
like, sit
yeah.
there.
Being stuck in the car isn't good.
I agree. However, they run in the direction of the thing that's attacking them.
Nothing was attacking them yet.
The Scarecrow was.
No, it wasn't.
Didn't he move?
No.
Oh, well, I just don't think what the place that they ran to was smart either.
I mean, the intention was that they were running away, yeah, but you were saying that, you know, that they should have stayed in the car, and no, you shouldn't stay in the car.
If you can get it to work, you should.
But they weren't getting it to work!
Because they're stupid.
Yeah, I think they had tried like 2 or 3 times by that point.
If the engine isn't turning, you run down the street towards where the police would be coming from. They'd already called the police. Finally, someone called the police. Alright, so, actually, another thing, this is the only one in the 3, I believe, that is rated R.
So it had a lot more.
Yeah, do me actually a favor real quick and see if The Conjuring 2 was, because I may be wrong. But yeah, I think this was the only one rated R, because it did get more graphic with some of the kills and stuff. Because, yeah, spoiler alert, people do die. I mean, it's, you know...
Oh.
Conjuring 2 is rated R.
Oh, it is rated R? That makes sense, actually. Because of the fucking nun. Jesus Christ.
Was new bueno.
That was a thing. The Easter eggs that they did were really good.
Oh, yes.
So, Jhenee, you'll probably remember the scene, Jhenee, where, the one girl, she's in her wheelchair, and Sister Charlotte's kind of wheeling her outside, and then she leaves her because the mom's ringing the bell, and then all of a sudden she looks up and there's, like, another nun behind her. That, I'm pretty sure, we're pretty sure that is, alluding to the nun that's, like, in the second Conjuring movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, holy F.
Yeah.
It's that bitch.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the things I was confused about that I would have, I feel like I would have gotten more out of it if I had seen the other ones.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand like why she was like suddenly being pushed into the like that little
Blip.
little, like shed thing.
Yeah. But that, you know, that kind of opens the door to whether or not all these demons are actually related then. Or if it's just, they're all just sort of like forming their mega party to work in
Demon clan.
Yeah. Demon party.
Ooh, we should call it that. Demon party.
So, yeah, that was something. And then, because they also alluded to that as well with when Sister Charlotte's talking to the dad and is showing her the picture of her in, I think she said Romania, where he asks about who the fifth person is. And you kind of get a glimmer of, like, there is someone there.
But it's
and it's obviously a nun, but you can't tell who it is. We're pretty sure that alluded to her as well. Yeah.
Oh, the Easter eggs.
Which, like I said, I didn't like The Conjuring 2. It was all jump scares. Like, there was never a point where... There was only one jump scare, I think, that actually really got us, and that was the nun itself.
Yeah, she was one ugly mofo.
God, yeah. Yeah, I don't like nuns anyway, but... yeah, because everything else is just... Like, it was... Yeah, second Conjuring was jump scare after jump scare that, you know... After so many, it does... It gets really old, it does.
No, it just didn't... It didn't stand up to The Conjuring 1.
Yeah, especially, you know, when you try to do possessions like that, you know, it didn't build up to it at all. They wanted to do, like, a sort of mystery kind of setting with it as well. I mean, I do like that, like, it is, you know, these are all kind of sort of based on, you know, true stories or, like, stories of, like, the hauntings and stuff. So the second Conjuring, I did actually read about the chair where they talked about, you know, the dude died in the chair and then the mom died in the same spot,
Gross.
which in a way, like, why would you still live there? But
why would you keep the chair?
yeah, if you know some guy died in that chair, why do you keep it? You
Especially
have
if
children.
you don't know the guy, like.
But so yeah, how did it tie into the rest of the series? I mean, I did. I liked Creation.
I liked Creation a lot, and I think it was a good... Again, the Easter eggs and everything was really good, and it tied up well with the rest of them.
And then,
I think it did a lot better than Conjuring 2 at finding a place in the series line.
Because, like I've said, that the scares that they did were much more effective than they had. Because, like, The Conjuring, I will agree with people that, you know, they say that it's, like, the next Exorcist film, which, in a way, it is, for our generation. Like, when The Exorcist first came out, you know, that was really disturbing and scary for that generation.
Right.
So the way that movies have progressed...
I do think The Conjuring is, like, my favorite out of the newer horror movies that have come out.
Yeah, it is. That's actually in my list of favorite horror movies now. With The Exorcist, actually. I know. Jhenee thinks The Exorcist is funny, so... I mean... Go ahead. No, you're not going to say anything now?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I never, like, watched it when I was little, but I don't really know if that would have made it different. Maybe, I don't know, because, like, I watched it, maybe, like, within the past few years, and I didn't, like, even, like, the scene with the exorcism. What? What do you want?
Oh.
No, he didn't think it was scary either, right? No, you're just insecure. I saw maybe like when it was first released, like during that time when I guess horror, like most things that we know in horror movies were not like overdone to hell. But when I watched it, I felt like it was kind of cheesy. I expected more, considering that like even my mom was like, it's like the scariest horror movie ever. And I feel like I was expecting more, I guess.
Well, and yeah, that's the thing with The Exorcist is that it has lost its appeal to this generation. I mean, you're not much of a reader anymore, because it is a book. Like, the guy who wrote the screenplay for the Exorcist movie wrote the book. Like, you should, if you ever pick up reading again, and, because I know you do like doing scary stories sometimes, which, yeah, that's a book that I would recommend, because it is supposed to be really scary.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that the book itself would be more scary than the movie. Because, like, we are so used to a certain way that effects look, our age, that, of course, it wouldn't really be terrifying right now.
Well, and also with The Exorcist, they took out my favorite scene, which is probably the most unsettling scene, is when she spider walks down the stairs and spews blood everywhere. Like, it's really creepy. I got the extended edition, by the way, so that is in there.
Wonderful. Excited.
But yeah, like, The Conjuring itself was, I mean, it's one of my favorites now.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a staple of horror movies right now.
Yeah. Because things could, they could progress.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I know Olivia's least favorite trope with The Conjuring is that, oh, she's a witch, but,
it's that she's an evil witch, and because of that, everybody's cursed and all this crazy shit.
Well...
I know.
But I mean, like, The Conjuring itself, like, the possession scene, like, and all that, and then the exorcism scene, like... The movie as a whole, like, it doesn't shy away from, any of that. It really does go full blast with that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the exorcism scene is actually my favorite, but... Like, the animal movies themselves, though, I don't know. I think I expect more with them going in, but then I don't get what I want.
So she's kind of disappointed.
I mean, I couldn't say that I'm disappointed when I walked out of Creation, because it was really good and it was better than I expected.
Oh, yeah. I was worried that it was going to be more similar to Annabelle.
I was worried it was going to be similar to The Conjuring 2, actually.
Yeah, just jump scare after jump scare, no originality.
And really, they started with a jump scare, in a way, when she died, but other than that, like...
Yeah, but they were like, we'll just end her real quick, and then we'll get to the good stuff.
Because, they did that jump scare, and then really the next big, like, scary scene is the scene with the sheet. Yeah. And then they do a jump scare, which was kind of funny, actually. But, I mean, like, is there anything, like, you expect with, like, how they're going to continue this series? Like, I guess, because they're making a third Conjuring. Mm-hmm. There's rumors that they're making a movie just about the nun, which I really hope not, because why?
Supposedly.
Who would do that?
Nun. I know, Luke.
Hi, baby.
I will see anything from the series just because I really like the series.
I don't know if I'll do a third Conjuring.
I can't imagine it being, unless they really step up their game like they did with Creation.
I mean, it's kind of like, what are they going to... I mean, I know they have, like, a ton of stories, Ed and Lorraine do. Mm-hmm. But, I almost was kind of hoping they'd do an Amityville horror.
That'd be fun.
I know that it's like, they did the original, and there's a lot of, skepticism with that story, like the real life story now of whether or not it was faked. I mean, I don't care. It's a spooky story either way, like whether it was ghosts that possessed him or whether he just, decided, hey, I'm going to kill my whole family. But, yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah. Definitely don't want Ryan, I think it's Ryan Gosling. He's in the remake of Amityville.
Ryan Reynolds, all
right. I definitely don't want either of the Ryans. No Ryans.
They're too attractive
in the movie.
And it's unnecessary.
No, I mean it was a shitty remake.
That too.
No Ryans allowed. I mean, I know Jeannie's not as up to date with some of this stuff, so she can't put as much input. Yeah.
At least when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah. Or just like the ghost stories and stuff themselves. That's another thing, you know, if you want to give yourself a spook, if you feel spooky, to look up to look up Ed and Lorraine's stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I find like part of the actual Annabelle story.
Yeah.
I think like I've never seen the first one, but I'm wondering like has the actual like the story about the
doll.
The girl, yeah.
With
has
the
that actually been in any of the movies or referenced?
with the nurses, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They haven't. That's what I was about to bring up.
That's what she wants to do. And I was just about to say I agree with you on the fact that if they're going to make another movie, they should start with that one because we don't really know anything about them.
And that's what I wanted when I watched. I watched these out of order, by the way. Did I? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Actually, no, because we wanted to go see The Conjuring 2, remember?
Yeah,
and we hadn't seen them, so we went and got them.
I went and bought Annabelle, yeah. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, with the first Annabelle, I was expecting it to be the story with the nurses, and it's not. Which I was very disappointed. Because that's what I want. Go ahead.
That's kind of what I was expecting in this one.
Yeah, and that's, yeah.
Because I know that it was based on a real story, but so I looked it up beforehand to, I guess, kind of know what was going on. Because I knew there's the whole universe going on, and I hate going into movies knowing that there's more to the universe, and then not being able to understand the references. I did appreciate, I believe, maybe it was in Creation where they show the real Annabelle doll. I don't know if it's actually the real one, but it looks more like it.
Yeah, it was the real, the Raggedy Ann. Yeah, that was there you go. You got that one Easter egg. Yeah, that was what the original Annabelle looked like. The real Annabelle.
I thought that was really cool.
Because if you look up pictures of the Annabelle doll, you'll see her in that case in Ed and Lorraine's house. It's a Raggedy Ann doll.
It's scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't like it. I don't like to see it.
But the original Annabelle isn't about the nurses, and I actually already knew with Creation that it wasn't going to be about the nurses because of the previews. And that is what I want. If they do a third Conjuring, I would prefer it is Amityville, because that's another one of their huge stories that they did.
I would either like them to pick Amityville or go completely 360 and do one that is really scary but nobody really knows anything about, because then I would be shocked about
that's what they did with the second Conjuring, though.
Yeah,
and it didn't work. I feel like if they did Amityville but they didn't advertise it as the next Amityville horror, because I think people are really sick of those, because it is one of those movies that people they don't like. I think that comes more from the skepticism of the actual story. But yeah, with the Annabelle story, I wanted it to be the nurses, because that's, even if it's the most well-known, there's no way to say that, these Annabelle stories aren't, I don't think they're real. I think these were stories they kind of made up. I'm sure there were, actual hauntings that were, loosely based off of whatever was happening, but
You don't think it was that extreme?
No, I don't. Which it never actually is.
Yeah.
I do. I want the story with the nurses. That's what I want. Because that's one of the more unsettling parts to open with, in The Conjuring. Which is weird, because that's what you expect to get while you're watching The Conjuring, but it's not what you get. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that, it's James Wan, isn't it, who's been doing, he is making it's rumored he's going to do The Crooked Man, which is one of my favorite kind of things.
Oh.
You watched the Markiplier RPG of The Crooked Man, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's going to be kind of like that, where it's, kind of spooky.
Super spooky.
Or yeah. Not like the Bye Bye Man. I hope it doesn't end up like that.
We don't want that. We don't need another one of those.
No more Bye Bye Man. But yeah. Anything else that anybody wants to say about Annabelle?
Creation or Annabelle?
Either one.
Just that I really liked it, and I was pleasantly surprised with how well it went. And that I do think if you like horror movies, and especially if you like this type of horror movie, like Ghosty and everything, then you should watch it, and I think you'd enjoy it. And it is very spooky. It's good Halloween fic.
Yeah, especially since it's, it's coming up to be October. It's definitely one, if it's still in theaters, you should go see if you want a good spook. Because it is. It does everything very effectively. What about you, Jhenee? Any closing thoughts about Annabelle?
I'm just still really surprised that I really enjoyed it, and probably if it was in front of me, if I was in the spooky mood, it's one of the few horror movies that I wouldn't mind watching again. Because usually, when I watch horror movies, it's a one-time thing. But despite the typical characters being dumb and doing dumb things, essentially, if she hadn't gone in the damn room, the whole movie wouldn't have happened.
True.
But besides them doing typical horror movie dumb stuff, I still really enjoyed it.
I guess I will say with the going in the room thing, not even just going in the room, if the door is open and you were curious about it, yeah, I walk in the room, but she went through the whole process of finding the key and opening the door, Yeah,
why would you do that? It's locked for a reason.
Then she sees a creepy doll, and it's
sitting on the bed. Why would
it was just sitting in the closet though.
All things that you shouldn't fuck with. Don't. There are so many warning signs going on.
I know, Grayson.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Oh gosh, Luke, are you okay?
Are you alright, Luke?
Are you okay?
He jumped on the table. He jumped on the table, and it was all claw and no pad. So he just skidded. Scared the shit out of Grayson. And himself, the poor baby. He was like, no, I'm gonna hit the wall. Aw, he's embarrassed. Let him go.
No.
Poor darling.
Alright, so, yeah, with the Annabelle series, Conjuring series, just give me the Annabelle movie I want. I mean, I did. I like these movies. I didn't like The Conjuring too, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like nuns.
Fair.
I mean, any religious implications with these kind of scary movies sets me on edge anyway, because churches are creepy in themselves. So, yeah, just give me the Annabelle movie I want. Give me what I deserve.
Give us the origin story.
Yes, give us
the origin story we deserve.
Give us the nurses. Y'all keep cock teasing us. Why?
I think that's another thing that bothers me too. Is when it comes to movies based on true events, they always embellish everything and make, especially when it comes to fears and demons, everything way more dramatic than it actually is.
Right.
Which I guess, because of the oversaturation, everything in horror movies is practically overdone at this point.
Right.
We need everything to just be incredibly loud and ear shattering. But I feel if it's done right, then it's sticking to the original, not embellishing the original events, I guess, would potentially be creepier because, if you see it in front of you, instead of just reading about it happening or whatever, you actually saw it in movie form and saw the characters, and you can get a better feel of what happened and feel or realize that it actually happened.
Right, you want it to feel more authentic.
Yeah, you want more of a dramatic horror movie than you want the typical horror movie that Hollywood tends to make.
Yeah, everything's just loud and jump scary.
So you want a thriller and suspense?
Well, no. The kind of movie she's talking about would be more like a Blair Witch movie. The original, not the
remake.
Not the sequel.
No, I'll say not
the sequel. I use that term lightly. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in our next threesome episode.
Woo!
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that's everything for animal creation.
We wrapping it up, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, first episode.
First episode.
Woo! We did it.
We did it. I had to find the Dora Explorers theme because I can't remember it. All right, Kitano. Any closing words? No, he's being shy now.
He's just staring at me with his big soulful eyes.
Aww. Are his ears up?
Big ol' eyes.
Are his ears up?
Yes, they are. They're twirling around with his little satellite ears.
Aww.
I love his ears. They're my favorite part. And his bleeper when his little tongue's out.
His bleeper.
He's
All right.
a little black.
All right, so
Oh, good stretching. Good stretching.
This is actually a podcast about our pets, by the way, guys.
Watch this.
all right, so Jhenee, Livi,
Mm-hmm.
Livi, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Jhenee, say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.